Every day, more and more people are joining the crypto fan club. Well, the newest entry, or relatively one of the oldest, is Nipsey Hussle. The man started investing in crypto back in 2013, and since then he hasn't stopped. But he isn't just keeping the secrets to success to himself. Rather, he wants people to learn from him. Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to tell you what Nipsey Hussle thinks about cryptocurrency. So, let's begin. Nipsey Hussle's upbringing was hardly a bed of roses. The native Los Angeleno's daily routine typically consisted of just trying to stay alive while growing up in a city full of gangbanging. But instead of giving into a life of crime and dead ends, he decided to build an independent economy based on his musical talents, his fashion sense, and some shrewd investments. At the start of 2017, Hussle had just announced a collaboration between his All Money and record label and Atlantic Records, and his debut album, Victory Lap, was in the works. For the past decade, though, the songwriter and entrepreneur have walked the rough road of self-reliance, learning valuable life and business lessons along the way. Mixtapes are considered free promotional content in the unspoken rules of hip-hop. Touring, merchandising, and other memorabilia can be expected to generate income for the artist in the future. However, Nipsey Hussle thinks that every business should be profitable. Through his Proud to Pay initiative, the MC sold 1,000 copies of his Crenshaw mixtape for $100 each in 2013. The album may be downloaded for free, but was also sold for $1. Benjamin was showered with perks, including front-of-the-line access to new music and exclusive merchandise. 2 years later, he limited sales of Mailbox Money to 100 at $1,000 each. Just recently, he revealed that the $500 price tag for his limited edition photo book, The Marathon, would be set for pre-orders. Hussle has expanded his business empire to include Bitcoin investments alongside his music, All Money in record label, and Marathon clothing brand. Though the value of the digital asset is currently unclear, the rapper can already tell that it has the potential to significantly affect hip-hop. Now, you may be wondering how the rapper got introduced to cryptocurrency in the first place. Well, according to Nipsey, it happened back in 2013. During that time, a writer in Complex had named Nipsey as one of the 25 underperforming artists. Well, this didn't sit well with Nipsey, and he immediately hit back at the journalist. After his response, Mark Echo, the owner of the Complex, came to know of this development, and he called Nipsey to his office to discuss the issue. Nipsey went, and the discussion went beyond the article itself. Nipsey says that Mark asked about Nipsey's plans for the Marathon shop, and Nipsey told him that he wanted to create these shops all over the country so that people could come and feel the aesthetic themselves. But Mark told him that he should consider online shopping and that he should look into cryptocurrency. Nipsey then went back home and read an article on Bitcoin, and from then on, he started to take an interest in what the cryptocurrency was all about. And he actually started to believe the vision behind Bitcoin. He got so into the crypto world that he actively started investing in cryptocurrencies and now even has an ownership stake in an Amsterdam-based crypto company, Followcoin. When he was asked about Followcoin, he said,
There's a huge amount of value in this cryptocurrency space with trading and exchanging different forms of currency, different times of acquisition, different times of selling. It's very similar to the stock market. So there's people over the last 5-6 years that became very successful trading currencies via different platforms. And so what it is there'll be a big trade that takes place, and you'll hear about it next week. And they try to mirror it, but the opportunity came and passed. Very similar to stocks. So what happened with Followcoin? Followcoin gives you the opportunity. It blends the social networking element with the purely financial element of being involved and being aware of great opportunities with socializing people that know about the great opportunities. So what it is, it's a mix, and it's a platform where you can follow successful traders. You already know the top 10 traders in cryptocurrency, and if you don't, they'll be listed, or the top 50, or the top 100, however dynamic you want to be.
Seems like the dude really thought this through, but whatever the case, Nipsey is definitely all for the crypto world, and according to Nipsey, mainstream adoption is on the way. He said, But think about how convenient it will be to use cryptocurrencies at Starbucks or Amazon.com. How will that affect the market and investors' faith? And therein lies the chance. The true growth will occur once it is widely accepted as a payment method in stores. If you look at where these coins are, you can see how high the limit is. Oh, and Nipsey doesn't trust the big financial institutions and governments. According to him, write and let it be known the resistance is motivated solely by politics. The opposition isn't coming from a natural source, in my opinion, because there is no relation between this currency and national banks. Currently, there are no rules governing this. That has huge ramifications for the current order of power. The powerful have sway over the media's narrative and coverage of economic issues. This includes central banks and the worldwide trade in fiat currencies. When you hear "don't invest" from Fox and old-school financiers, take that advice with a grain of salt. Do not invest in these coins. This is not sound financial advice. That's just empty talk on the campaign trail. According to Nipsey Hussle, we have just begun to tap into the full potential of the blockchain. The rapper is among the growing number of people who consider blockchain technology as the next great technological innovation. In his own words, this is how you have to look at the blockchain. Chris Lloyd informed me. When compared to the internet in 1994, the blockchain is like a dial-up today. In 2018, we have Facebook, Google, Instagram, Twitter, and Amazon, thanks to the rapid development of the internet. All the billion-dollar businesses that flourished because of this newfangled thing we call the internet, all these business people are planning to capitalize on the blockchain's potential and create the next Google. Right now, they can be found at the lab building. More of them will appear in the world in the next 5 to 10 years. Oh, and one last thing he says is that it is extremely important that people do their own research. Every investor should understand what they are getting into. After all, it is your money and you need to be able to realize the potential or pitfalls of what you're investing into, he says. Learn on your own time. Get your ducks in a row by doing your homework. In that time, you should be able to learn the bulk of the material that really matters. It's not a hard notion to understand. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are easy to grasp for anyone familiar with supply and demand. Now, that is some really good advice. Rappers aren't known for giving the best financial advice, especially if you look at their own purchases, but Nipsey isn't one of them. He seems to be on the right path and quite possibly even become one of the richest rappers if cryptocurrency supports him, which we believe it will. So, that is all the time we had today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit the bell icon on your way out. See you all next time.